कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। In Srimad Ramayana, Sundara Kandam is by far the most beautiful of all. It could be attributed to the beautiful Lanka. It could be attributed to the beautiful Seetā. It could be attributed to the handsome Rama. But in my humble opinion, the credit goes to Sundara Hanuman. Hanuman carries on his shoulders the essence of Sundara Kandam so magnanimously. Hanuman, Anjaneya Swami, who crossed all the impediments and reached Lanka, searched apartment after apartment, neighborhood after neighborhood, where Seetā Mata could be. As soon as he reached Ashokavanam, he concluded that this could be Seetā. Tarkayamasa Seeteti Ekastha Hridayanunam Rameva Anupashyati Ramameva Anupashyati. She just sees in the direction where presumably Rama is. This could be Seetā. As he concludes the presence of Seetā, worries at the pitiable state in which Seetā is, he now looks at the Rakshasis around. So how was Seetā looking amidst the Rakshasis? Because there were demonesses all around. They were in a way the fortress to Seetā. So how was Seetā looking amidst the Rakshasis? Mahakavi Kalidasa in Raghuvamsham states, Janaki Vishavallabhihi Pariteva Mahaushadhihi. So she looked like the Mrita Sanjeevani, the life-giving Sanjeevani creeper that is found amidst poisonous shrubs and plants. So this is the state of Seetā. On the other hand, Sanatana Dharma has something called as the Swapna Shastra. For people who used to adhere to the principles laid in the Shastras, they were of the belief that nature and the divine has a unique way of predicting or giving prophecies for the future in one's dreams. So, based on the dreams seen, there is an art of deciphering it. It is called Swapna Shastram. On the other hand, many of the Astikas whom I know, many of the friends whom I know keep telling that I face very bad dreams. What should I do? So there is one Nama in Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam, Duswapna Nashanaha, the one who has the ability to take away the bad dreams from you, because bad dreams leave bad memories in one's mind. So the beauty is, when you read this particular sarga of Sundara Kandam, where these Rakshasis are described, it is said that you will never have bad dreams. People ask why? Because the description is so fearsome that you don't need to face fear in your dreams. You can just imagine what is being said here. Ekakshim ekakarnam cha karna pravarnam tatha akarnam shankukarnam cha mastakochhavanasikam adikayottamangim cha tanu dirgha shirodharam bhastakeshim tatha keshim keshakambaladharinim lambakarnalalatam cha lambodara payodharam lamboshthim chibukoshthim cha lambasyam lambajanukam hrasvam dirgham cha kubjam cha vikatam vamanam tatha karalam bhugnavaktram cha pingakshim vikrudananam. One had large eyes. Large eyes are beautiful. Large doesn't always mean beautiful. So the way the eyes were, some was short, some were tall, some had a huge tummy, some had nails growing very, very long, some had hair that was never washed for years together, some had so curly hair that it was very tough to find where the head is, some had foreheads that were so broad with small eyes. So each one, here there is no kind of body shaming which is done. Please do not mistake this for body shaming. But it is very important how we are and how we carry ourselves. How we are, what we are is something that's given to us by karma. But how we carry ourselves, whether we are neatly dressed, whether we keep ourselves hygienic, whether we smell good, whether we speak nice words, all these qualities, speaking nice words, smelling good, dressing up well. When I say dressing up well, not very flamboyant, but in a very decent fashion, all this determines how an individual is, be it the man or the woman. So the Rakshasis who were stationed around Seetā knew nothing of acharam, which is orthodoxy, cleanliness, hygiene. There, when they opened their mouths, it was a rigmarole of only abusive and unparliamentary words. So given their habits, given their unhygienic state, given the abusive nature that they were, it added more to their form, and it looked as if, as how Kalidasa says, like the Mrita Sanjeevani, which is stationed among poisonous herbs. Karalam bhugnavaktram cha pingakshim vikrutananam. One had one eye, the other had... so all these descriptions when you read, that's why I said at the commencement, when you read, you are made to feel, because Valmiki gives such a vivid description, when you read the vivid description, for a second you feel, what am I reading? So, this in a way prevents one from getting bad dreams, is the phalam, which is generally cited by our Purvacharyas. Now, as Valmiki gets to describe the Rakshasis around Seetā, he's already described Seetā from the point of view of Hanuman. Now, in this mid of night, because Hanuman reached Lanka in the late evening hours, then he took the size of a cat, went around place to place, went to Ravana Bhavanam, Ravana's suite. See, Ravana was sleeping. So in the middle of the night, after his wife has slept, Mandodari has slept, he has woken up and he has come to meet Seetā. So he was not true to his existing relationships as well. And then he comes in the middle of the night to Ashokavanam. That is when Hanuman is incidentally there atop the Shimshupa tree. And below is Seetā. Now Ravana enters the court. Now the moment Ravana enters, the soldiers are all very, very vigilant. The Rakshasis all raise from their seats. They're all waiting because it is, after all, the king of Lanka who's coming to Ashokavanam. Now what did he do? Look at Valmiki's, I would say, sarcastic way of calling out the ill character, the poor character that Ravana had. Mathitamrita phenam ambarajo vastramuttamam sapushpamartakarshantam vimuktam saktamangade. As he entered the court, he saw Sinshupa Vriksham, Seetā at a distance, the people standing to respect him. He adjusted his upper garment. Why? See, we are accustomed to seeing a lot of visual entertainment, be it movies, serial, these days OTT series. So if the villain, in a general typical story, if the villain who is imprisoned or kidnapped the lead girl comes, he first adjusts his shirt. He will check if he smells well. He can't be like any of the Rakshasis, right? Rakshasis, they have no interest in Seetā, but Ravana has. So he adjusts to check. See, I have to show the best of me to Seetā. So he adjusts his upper garment. So Valmiki says, see, Ravana is adjusting his upper garment to say what a character he was. He went to another country, abducted another person's wife. The nastiest of all crimes. Then he keeps her at a distance where his wife is not aware. So while his wife is at sleep, when Mandodari is at sleep, he comes and meets her in the middle of the night. That shows how poor a king he was. So he comes. Now the moment they all rise from their seats and he adjusts his upper garment and Seetā is aware that Ravana is coming, she further puts herself into a cocoon. She further puts herself into a bubble. So she puts her legs in a cross-folded position. She's seated. She puts her it's in a cross-folded position, a kind of yogic posture. Orobhyam udaram chadya bahubhyam chapayodharo. So she covered her chest. Upavishta vishalakshi rudati varavarnini. She was actually shedding tears. She's still shedding tears with a little tinge of fear in her because she's been kidnapped. She's completely unaware if Rama knows of it, if somebody is going to reach out to her, if Rama himself is personally going to come to Lanka. She knows nothing of it. So there is a fear factor. As well as there is an immense quantity of disgust towards Ravana. Urubhyam, so she covers her thighs. Bahubhyam cha payodharau, she has to cover a lot of these portions which she presumably feels with Ravana been looking at. So she covers her thighs, her chest. See, look, imagine the state of Seetā. Upavishta vishalakshi rudati varavarnini. Now Ravana starts speaking. He says, Seetā, look at the tone and tenor with which he calls. He looks at Seetā as if it is his very own wife. He says, Seetā, you may be wondering, why has this man forced himself upon somebody else's wife? You may be wondering, Seetā. It is the custom in the Rakshasas to do so. He says as if it is his birthright to abduct somebody else's woman. He doesn't have a tinge of shame, an iota of guilt that he has gone to somebody else's country, first of all, a citizen of some other country, abducted the wife of somebody, the second of the crimes. He doesn't have even an iota of guilt that he's insulting a woman. He says, Swadharmo rakshasam bhiru sarvadaiva na samshayah gamanam va parastrinam, other women, haranam sampramathyava. This is the custom we have been following. I don't know what family he's talking about, because Pulastya Maharshi was one of the greatest Maharshis. So in Vishnu Puranam, Pulastya Varaprasadita Parasharaha. Parashara, who is the author of Vishnu Puranam, incidentally the father of Vedavyasa, was blessed by Pulastya. So Pulastya Varaprasada iti Parasharaha. So Pulastya's grandson is Ravana. He says it is our Kula Dharmam to abduct somebody else's wife. Has Pulastya taught this Kula Dharmam? Has his brother, half-brother Kubera done this ever? Has his father Vishravas taught him this? So if he says Kula Dharmam, has he abandoned his father's Kulam? So in a way, we'll see many occasions where Ravana lies. So when you keep repeating the untruth which is falsehood seems like truth. Ravana is very good at manipulating people's thoughts and minds. So here he says, Gamanam va parastrinam haranam sampramathyava. This is our Kula Dharmam. But when he says it is our Kula Dharmam, he has been following this Kula Dharmam by molesting other women. We have given the list. Rambha, Punjikasthala, Takshaka's wife in Bhogavati, Vedavati, many women. But one thing that is different from the other women to Seetā here is he has not forced himself on her. Why so? Does he give any reason? Let us see that in the next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.